Well, many great men and female athletes for that have run around this track, whether that be at the Olympic Games or more recently in Amsterdam Marathons. But Joshua Belet now inside the last 300 meters. He emerges from the shadows and out onto a very wet track. But he will have an additional spring to his stride, and what a 2023 it's been. A fantastic performance in Hamburg back in April when he ran 2:04.33, and I'd suggest he's going to be round about there here. The possibility of a course record here is past, but it could yet be a lifetime best. As he comes into the straight, it's going to be the fastest marathon of his life. In sodden conditions, Joshua Belet is the Amsterdam Marathon champion. He's improved his lifetime best by something like 15 seconds. And that was a bold bit because it came early, Joe.
Yeah, it was a brilliant performance, and here we see Couture holding on for second. And Legacy got overtaken just in the last part of the race, and that was, who's that coming through there for third?
Well, there is Legacy coming through in fourth place, and it was Chumba.
Chumba's come through
Who
for
we
third.
saw earlier on towards the back of that leading group, who did come through in for third place.
He's happy.
Well, Cyprian Cotton coming through in second place.
Yeah, what a brilliant performance by Belet. Lifetime personal best.
Well, Leighton still leading the women's race domestically. Has yet to hit the park, so she's still got a fair distance to go yet. Something around about 6 kilometres remaining for her. And they're losing a lot of ground in the last 5 kilometres. Lemmy Barnu, former Boston champion, was still a very good time indeed, inside 2:06. See, Daphne Schippers are still hung around for the end of the race. She's part of the welcoming party. Well, the leading woman, she's away, isn't she? Messeret Belletti, just going through the Fondle Park. And Shakoud, who has now emerged from it, and he's in that final run towards the Olympic Stadium.
Grit in his teeth, still looking strong, looking at his watch. Is he going to get that lifetime PB? And this is a brilliant performance by Shakoud. Again, regaining his Dutch title. And he will get massive support from the crowd. And he enters the Olympic Stadium. He's on for a massive personal best here today. Oh, and he's just so close to that automatic Olympic qualifying mark. But it's a massive personal best for Shaku. Brilliant performance, frustratingly close to that Olympic qualifying mark, but nonetheless a lifetime personal best. Brilliant performance by Shakud. He'll feel a little bit of frustration by the conditions, I'm sure. The shoe's probably a bit heavy in the rain, but he gets a massive applause from the crowd. If only it had been dry and nice, surely he would have hit that Olympic qualifying mark, but still a fantastic performance.
Yes, it was certainly a day when the conditions didn't always play ball. I think in the end, on reflection, when we consider the conditions in which they started, they're probably quite grateful they only got one real dousing of rain during the 2 and a bit hours. Well, the stride shortening a bit for Anne Leighton, but there she is, clock ticking round towards 2:10. She is yet to break 2 hours 30, so something inside or within the late 2:20s will be a target here. Certainly benefiting from having some male company there, taking along through the last 5 kilometres or so of the race. Oh, there he is. One of the great Dutch athletes, just greeting the leading Dutch marathon runner, Daphne Schippers. Very fine athlete in her own right, but I guess the one thing she can't empathise with is how to run a marathon, which, as you know yourself, Joe, really is a unique experience for. And track and field's a wonderful sport. Whether you be a thrower, a jumper, a runner, a hurdler, sprinter.
Everything has to be so right to get your best marathon. No hiding if something isn't quite right on the day.
So, Messeret Belet, the woman with no name on her bib, a late addition to the field.
And she went through the 40k in about 2:10:53-ish, so they're just outside sort of 2:18.
So there she is, about 50 seconds at the last split outside the course record, and it doesn't take a mathematician to tell you that she's probably heading to somewhere between 2:18 and 2:19, perhaps a little bit closer towards 2:19, but it is going to be a lifetime best. Anything inside 2:20, world class, it really is. We, particularly with that performance from Tigista Sefer 3 weeks ago in Berlin, where we suddenly saw women's marathon running capable of going within 2:10. It's almost as if the sport's been dragged into another era, but I think we do often have to douse ourselves with reality and realise 2:20 is very, very fast indeed. There you can see the leading 10 athletes in the men's race. Joshua Belet, 2:04.18. Fine performance from him, a lifetime best. Cyprian Cottet second, 2:04.34. And we